Bakugan, because they're back. And I'm back. Because I recently went on holiday, and I went into, well, in case you haven't watched the previous video, I'm just going to let you get up to speed. Basically, when I've been staying on holiday in Anglesey, there's some shops. There's a Tesco, there's a Home Bargains, a Poundland, and a B&M Bargains. Now, I went into these shops only expecting to find Bakugan in Home Bargains because Overstock ends up in there, and well, yeah, I wasn't wrong. I found a couple in there. I think, yeah, and then I went into B&M Bargains. I found a few of the even older ones. We're talking Generation 2. These ones are from Generation 3. I found some Generation 2 one. I think I found one singular Generation 2 Bakugan I wanted to buy in B&M. And then I went into Tesco's, and oh my bloody lord, they had like a bunch. I'm not joking, they had like a whole load of them. They had a whole load of the Generation 3 ones, and they also had some they had a handful of Generation 2 ones as well, so goodness knows what those were doing in there. And just to clarify for all of you who don't really know when these things came out, because I had to do some research, believe it or not, turns out Generation 3, you know, these ones, the ones we've looked at the channel before, these ones came out in 2023. And then everything else before that, so I've got a thing here, I've got two ones from Bakugan Evolutions, and one other Bakugan from Bakugan Armored Alliance we'll be looking at later on the channel. They came out with Generation 2, and I had a look, and apparently they came out in 2020, I think they came out in 2020 or 2022. I think that's what I remember reading about, but yeah. So in other words, I've got Bakugan here from 2020, and these were in Tesco. So I don't know what they were doing in there. Normally Overstock doesn't go back that far, but they must have run out of space in the warehouse. So I guess if they don't sell in the next year or so, if they don't, I bet if they don't sell by the end of this year, they'll be either scrapped or sent to Home Bargains somewhere. It's probably going to end up from Tesco in Anglesey to Home Bargains somewhere in Southport somewhere, but goodness knows. I live nowhere near Southport. But yeah, forget about all that, because we now have some Bakugan to show you. There's actually quite a diverse range of Bakugan I've got. So this is going to work like how Super Zings works. Just to clear things up quickly, I'm going to be doing the smaller Bakugan first, moving on to the special attacks. I've got some rare special attacks after that, and then we'll be moving on to a thing called Bakugan Deca, and then we'll be getting on to Bakugan Evolutions and the one Bakugan Armored Alliance that I've got. So it's all going to be done in like a very strategic, planned out way on this. I thought this light had charge on it, and no it doesn't. Oh dear me. Which means I'll need to charge it later. Great! And I only just started. So what's the deal with this one then? It says this one is Dragonoid. So I think from the channel we've had a look at 2 battle packs. I did find a battle pack or 2 in the shops, but the Bakugan it came with, for example, I had a look at one Bakugan pack and I thought, oh, you only get one new Bakugan, the other ones are just repeated ones. Because yes, I know you can get the same Bakugan in different colours, but I think that's a bit of a waste of time for me personally, so I didn't go for that. So just buying a battle pack just for one Bakugan didn't feel right, so I went for these smaller options instead. This is Dragonoid, and for some reason, in this Bakugan, in this particular Bakugan series, they decided to make 3 Dragonoids. Actually, it's not just 3 Dragonoids. If I find a list, I'll be able to let you lot know, but there's no list. Shit. Is there a list here? Hang on. Give me a minute. There is no list here. That's marvellous. If I get a checklist in this box, I'll show you. But I think they made 3 regular Dragonoids. No, I think they made 2 regular Dragonoids and 3 special attack Dragonoids. Although I can't really say for certain. I know for a fact that this green Dragonoid here is from one of the battle packs. So, oh, I was going to show it opening, but I honestly, honest to goodness, you know. Actually, I think I tried popping open the special attack spinner Bakugan before, and they didn't want to pop open. But anyway, here we go. This is the Dragonoid from before, and yes, I made sure that this Bakugan Dragonoid was different. Well, for a start, it's a complete Bakugan, and not just. Apparently they call these Apparently they call these Bakugan tops, and they call these Bakugan bottoms. And I thought they called Bakugan tops. It makes me think of Beyblade, because I think I saw a Beyblade X advert earlier on that did say Beyblade top in it. So yes, it's referring to a spinning top, and this is Bakugan's referring to top and bottom, as in, you know, like opposites. But it still made me think of Bakugan and Beyblade. Ooh. So yes, this is the first. This is a complete regular Dragonoid. This is also the Dragonoid in red, which is the colour the original Dragonoid came in. So with this, I have a Dragonoid from each of the. Actually, no, I was going to say I have Dragonoids now from each generation, because the original Dragonoid I've got was Helix Dragonoid, I think, from that was generation 1. This one, spoilers for a future video, this one's generation 2 Dragonoid, and this one is generation 3 Dragonoid. So I own at least one Dragonoid from each of the 3 generations. Hooray! They include some artwork, which I'm not really phased about, because, well, I mean, sure, it looks good, but I think if you look at too many of these, they all look the same, and also for half of them, I can't even tell what they're supposed to be. Like with this one, Hammerhead, Special Attack Hammerhead. What is that supposed to be? I don't know. I don't have a clue. Also, I've just noticed the artwork for Pen G here. This is the special Pen G Bakugan I've got coming later. He looks whacking funny. He's got like a hat on. I mean, actually thinking about it now, they look more like Pokemon, which, alright, I guess. So this has got a Bakugan top, Bakugan bottom that forms one complete Bakugan, yada yada yada. You get, it says here, you get a Bakugan top, a Bakugan bottom, one of those little small cards, and like a big card, I think. I think I think it's a magnetic card, but I think for the, I don't know, will I use this regular first generation Bakugan card, gate card? I don't know. Point of light. Will I? I won't. I'll just use the one that comes in here, because that's what I've been doing before. Yeah, for some reason, I've really just noticed, it tells you how tall it is for some reason. Why? It's a small little sphere. Combining brawl. Learn how to brawl. And yes, I still don't know how to play this version of the game. I've been obsessed with the first generation game rules, and that's because I grew up watching the Bakugan TV show from 2007. That's very nostalgic to me. I think I watched it when Yu-Gi-Oh! Zexal was on, doing reruns, I think. Dragonoid also tells you the particular stats there, but I don't know how any of that works, because I don't know anything about this particular game and its rules. Nothing on the bottom. Let's quickly undo the tape, and I think if everything goes to plan, I'm going to try to preserve the packaging, because I think these look pretty nice in order to display or have. I don't know, I think I might try doing that if I don't fluff the opening. Oh, well, that's worked. No, it hasn't, because there's more tape. These things have got more tape than face. Okay, this is going to take a while. Do I need to undo both sides? I'm confused. Do I need to undo both sides of... Or do I just go under... I'm going to try and open it from the bottom. Let's try that. Yeah, this is really... I'm not a fan of this. Sorry, these opening, I might have to do jump cuts in future videos when I do openings, because I think this is where I draw the line. I don't like these. It just feels like it's very... They don't really give you any wiggle room to keep the packaging nice and clean. Which, admittedly, I'm not really a big fan of, because if you're trying to open these and put them back in their boxes... How on earth are you supposed to open this? Right. Good news is we're nearly there. We're nearly there, lads. Oh, goodness gracious. This is a nightmare. This is literally a waking nightmare for me as someone who wants to keep the packaging. I think I got rid of the packaging for the previous two sets. I don't know what's made me want to keep these packages. Okay, there we go. Sorry, I will have to do jump cuts in future videos if this doesn't improve. And this will certainly get better later on. I'm not going to try and keep the packaging for these ones because you have to literally just tear the backs off them. But yeah, so I'm going to try and keep these ones at least because I like them the way they are. What's that about? What's that? Okay, that's empty. Little plastic box. Little thing on top. I'm gonna try and get these out as carefully as I can because I think I want to preserve them, and they're not coming very easily. Probably because of their shape. If we push down on them, it should be fine. Okay, there we go. And instantly the Bakugan top sprung open. Here is the Bakugan. Oh. I've just realised. Preserving these will be very difficult because these ones do not close like they do not stay closed. They pop out instantly. But anyway, I'm still going to give it a shot, see how it works. So this is the Dragonoid Bakugan top. We'll get to transforming him later. Ooh, nice wings. I have no clue how he transforms, but hopefully we'll figure that out. And this is the Bakugan bottom. Can we figure out how the feet work? Ah, there we go. They just come out like that. Not bad, not bad. Let's slide on the... There we go. We can figure out how he folds up a little bit later because we need to do the cards. Because by getting the cards, that when we fold them up, we'll be able to open them again and then show you all that. Oh, look, it's the Roblox card. You can have this code if you want. I don't care. Core Drago 1. Are these codes all the same? I think they're all the same. So, in case you don't want to buy this yourself, for the code, you have the code for free. I literally don't care. Although it may be available on the internet, because I remember when Mosh Monsters was a thing. When Mosh Monsters was a thing, sorry, people would publish. I think there was a page on the Mosh Monsters wiki that published the codes when they came out. So I don't know. Here we go. Let's get these out. Dispose of this. So you get 2 cards. You get one of these half ones, and then you get a magnet card. And all the magnet cards will be these. Don't know what these do. All the symbols of the stats. And you get this, which is obviously going to be Dragonoid. A character card and all that. With all the stats and everything. Yeah, it says copyright 2023 Spin Master Limited. So these are from 2023. How about that? This card can go into the Bakugan collection box, and we can figure out how this Dragonoid transforms. Okay, so obviously his head folds into his body like that, and then this can close like that. So I assume you you just close his head in, close his body in, and then these wings should also close. There we go. I don't get this symbol though, Misfits category. Where's the magnet? There's the magnet. Oh, didn't want to go at first. Tallest Bakugan I think I've got in my collection so far. Not bad, not bad. Nice transformation going on. The wings definitely go in better than the green Dragonoid's wings, because the green Dragonoid's wings didn't want to go in. Of course, you can slide it back out. Actually, not scratched. I'm just going to show you how it looks with the feet and everything. This is my first red Bakugan from this particular generation. See? Tallest Bakugan I think in my collection so far. Not bad. Not bad. I think I'm going to try and fit him back in the insert off camera. Oh, I think I could technically do it now. I'm going to do it now. Hooray, let's try it now. So what do we need to do first? We need to unfold him again. And then we need to split the top from the bottom. There we go. And then the bottom can go in straight away, I think. Yeah, it goes in like that. And then we have to take the top. And this is the difficult bit because the top doesn't want to stay closed. We fold in the details. I'll drop the top into the yeah. This is going to be very hard to do. I've got no idea how to do it in the factory. I don't even know if we'll be able to do this or not. Okay, it was a struggle, but we managed to do it. So this can go on top like that, and then these can go back in here. Repackaging for the win! Actually, do I want to do this now? I don't know. Do I want to keep them in the boxes or not? Maybe, maybe not. I'm still indecisive on that right now, but I think they look nice when they're in their packages, but I want to have them out as well. I can't make my mind up, to be honest. Hello, this is a bit finicky. It doesn't want to close. There we go. Don't know if I want to keep them like this or want to keep them out. Maybe not like this because they don't want to stand up now because I've closed it wonky. Yeah, so in it, mate. What's the next video going to be about? The next Bakugan video, obviously, it's going to be about the last single Bakugan I have. Last single regular Bakugan I have. Hail, which will be the second fully white Bakugan I have, because the first one was I think this was Smoke. I can't remember. I think that's Smoke anyway. Until then, make sure you they're upside down, that'll forever bother me. Make sure you buy a boxing glove.